Well?
I want to be alone.
Where have you been?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the performers who had Hollywood at their feet and walked away, although some would eventually come back.
It's crazy, that was insane.
But was it like a bad insane, like we shouldn't have done it, or like maybe a good insane, like it was the most alive we felt in a really long time?
Number 20, Ariana Richards. Even before a breakout role in Steven Spielberg's epic disaster hit, Jurassic Park, 12-year-old Ariana Richards was several years into her acting career. But by the end of the 90s, she had stepped back from acting.
Oh, great. Now she'll never try anything new. Just sit in her room and never come out and play on her computer. I'm a hacker. That's what I said. You're a nerd.
Outside of a couple of appearances in sequels to the movies she starred in, Richards stopped acting outside of a brief return in a 2013 TV movie. Speaking to Interview magazine in 2011, she didn't describe leaving Hollywood as a choice so much that she was more called to visual art. With brief forays into music, Richards' creative output has been largely confined to a successful career as an artist.
I'm actually quite busy as an oil painter and commissioned portrait artist. Absolutely love it. I kind of get to act as my own director, which is really neat, and get to know people and paint them and their essence on canvas, and paint a lot of things that inspire me, so I'm enjoying that.
Number 19, Lily Sobieski. Not only did she appear in several 90s and early 2000s blockbusters, but this former child star also has the distinction of being in some truly beloved cult classics. Lily Sobieski was a major part of movies like Never Been Kissed, Eyes Wide Shut, and Deep Impact. By the end of the 2000s, she was working far less.
I do it to all the new kids.
Who's they?
Guy Perkins and his amazing lemmings. They push your car out of its space and hide it. Sit up there and watch while you look for it.
Her major acting credits end after 2012. Sobieski says she retired from acting to focus more on her family. Citing her discomfort with on-screen intimacy with co-stars, she doesn't seem to regret the decision to leave acting behind at all.
Well, things change. We have come to another arrangement.
Number 18. Phoebe Cates. After her appearance in the raucous teen comedy Fast Times at Ridgemont High, she became a sex symbol for the 1980s. But Phoebe Cates' Hollywood career was relatively short-lived.
Yeah, well, if that's true, you better find somebody else fast.
After finding her start in modeling, appearances in high-profile, youth-oriented movies where her body was on full display, she became a star. Although she was able to showcase legitimate acting chops on stage and in movies like Gremlins, Cates retired to raise her children with her husband, fellow actor Kevin Kline. Outside of one acting role in 2001, her last major film credit was in 1994's Princess Caraboo.
I'd like to hear you tell her story.
I'm not telling it. We'll be here all night.
Number 17, Bridget Fonda. A third-generation movie star, the daughter of Peter, niece of Jane, and granddaughter of Henry, Bridget Fonda's place in Hollywood was all but guaranteed at birth. Her capable presence and California blonde beauty made her a natural on screen.
I have always been able to do this. Break up with someone and never look back. Being alone. There's a certain dignity to it.
After roles in a series of incredibly popular 90s movies, Fonda left acting in 2002. Marrying Tim Burton's favorite composer, Danny Elfman, she chose instead to focus on raising their children. Fonda's relative scarceness in the public eye is notable. She doesn't seem to have even the slightest interest in living a public life.
Look, you have such an iconic career, right? Some of the greatest movies. Is there any chance that you make a move back?
I don't think so. It's too nice being a civilian.
Number 16, Doris Day. Despite being one of the defining stars of the 1950s, the squeaky clean musical comedienne actually continued her success into the volatile, countercultural 1960s. As the star of rom-coms like Pillow Talk and That Touch of Mink, her movie success actually translated to TV stardom during this turbulent moment.
Well, I've often thought of you as executive material. And let's say this first assignment is your first step up the ladder.
Oh, I appreciate stepping up the ladder, sir. I really do, but I don't think...
Doris, this is very important to the magazine.
Doris Day pulled the plug on her acting career after 1973. The rat race of Hollywood couldn't beat the peace and tranquility of a quieter life in the country. Day passed away in 2019 at the age of 97. She devoted the latter half of her life to animal rights activism.
If you have room in your home and room in your heart, go to your city shelter today and adopt a pet. The cost is very small, and the reward is very great. Give me a kiss, somebody.
Number 15. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. America watched the Olsen twins grow up in front of the camera. From the time they could barely crawl, they were front and center on Full House.
Can you say Uncle Jesse? That's it, you said it. You said Uncle Jesse.
Even before the show ended, they began a prolific career in movies and TV, becoming a brand unto themselves. They ended on top as two of the wealthiest, most successful performers in the entertainment business.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning, Jay. So what's the itinerary for today?
Itinerary. What do you want to do today?
They made their final film together, New York Minute, in 2004. Since then, they've both found even more success in the world of fashion. Their luxury brand, The Row, has been going strong since 2006.
And we would especially like to thank the select few boutiques and individual buyers. You've been our guiding light over the past 20 years now. To our amazing customers, you truly give us the opportunity to do what we love. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Number 14. Jennette McCurdy. The multi-talented actress, singer, and writer became known for her work on Nickelodeon. Jennette McCurdy retired from her acting career in 2018, which she had only begun at the behest of her mother. She set about forging a career as a writer. The result was her 2022 blockbusting memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died.
The more uncomfortable something was for me to put on the page, the more important it felt for me to put it on the page. That kind of honesty has been truly liberating for me and has led me to a life of fulfillment and authenticity that...
In it, she detailed the complicated and traumatic experience of being a child star in an abusive home. Though she doesn't act anymore, McCurdy hasn't totally left the entertainment industry behind. The former star of iCarly and Sam and Cat has since adapted her life story for TV.
I really set out to write a good book, and then the fact that it's about my life was really secondary. And I think that I hope that objectivity that I got to through therapy was helpful to making it as entertaining as it could be.
Number 13. Brendan Fraser. When he won his Oscar for The Whale in 2023, it was the climax of a modern-day comeback story. But Brendan Fraser's departure from Hollywood had been pretty mysterious for many years.
Patience is a virtue.
Not right now, it isn't.
A major star of the 1990s and early 2000s, Fraser quietly stepped back from his acting career. Health issues, diminishing box office returns, and a reported assault by Hollywood Foreign Press Association President Philip Burke contributed to his decision to step back. The truth did not surface until a 2018 interview with GQ. Since returning to acting full-time, Fraser has enjoyed a surge of public goodwill and awards attention.
Being an actor, you have to have courage, because without courage, you can't be brave. You can't be brave unless you have an obstacle, something you fear, something in your way. And the only way you're going to get through it, around it, over it, is with courage.
Number 12. Amanda Bynes. Much has been revealed about the early days of Nickelodeon and its young stars. Amanda Bynes had already stepped away from taking new roles before her personal troubles became a social media talking point. Her last film was 2010's Easy A, alongside a then up-and-coming Emma Stone.
Olive. That's your name, right?
Yeah, and you're Mary Ann. We've had 9 classes together since kindergarten. 10, if you count Religion of Other Cultures, which you didn't because you called it science fiction and refused to go.
She announced soon after that she was on hiatus. A long period of highly publicized legal and mental health struggles followed. Although she expressed interest in returning to her former profession in 2018, that never came to pass. Hopefully, if and when she returns, it's when she's up to it.
Probably tired.
Well, yeah, public humiliation can be pretty tiring.
Yeah, I know.
Number 11. Greta Garbo. In the late 1920s, this enigmatic Swedish actress came to America and became MGM's biggest star. Her box office power allowed her to essentially write her own contract. However, she was always hesitant to live a public life.
I suppose I can cancel the Vienna contract?
I just want to be alone.
You're going to be very much alone, my dear madame. This is the end.
She was still a screen legend when her 1941 comedy, Two-Faced Woman, flopped, but it proved to be her last completed film. A combination of stage fright, lack of desire, and the changes the film business underwent during the Second World War led Garbo to leave her stardom behind. She lived in retirement as a semi-recluse for almost 50 years before her passing in 1990.
I want to cultivate the arts of peace, the arts of life. I want peace, and peace I will have.
Number 10. Rick Moranis.
Okay, who brought the dog?
Rick Moranis starred in some of the most beloved comedies of the 80s, including Ghostbusters, Little Shop of Horrors, and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He also worked steadily in the 90s. However, after starring in Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, Moranis took a long hiatus from live-action roles.
It's very delicate, the lawn. You don't want to overwater, really.
Moranis' wife, costume designer Ann Belsky, had passed away in 1991. According to Moranis, he decided to step away from acting to focus on raising his children.
How am I supposed to keep on feeding you? Kill people?
I make it worth your while.
What?
His career since has mostly been voiceover work. However, Moranis is set to reprise his role as Dark Helmet in Spaceballs 2. It'll be good to see him again, even if he's hidden under a helmet. Number 9. Frankie Muniz.
Give me back my monkey.
Come and get him.
It's not every actor who could star in a TV show before they're able to drive, but Frankie Muniz pulled it off.
What is going on here? He stole my pen! My favorite pen! Look at him holding it!
As the lead character on Malcolm in the Middle, Muniz demonstrated his acting skills and grew up before millions of viewers.
We've been waiting in line for a half hour. We have to meet our mom. I'm sorry, but we're next. Back off, brat!
During his run on the show, he also starred in successful comedies like Big Fat Liar and Agent Cody Banks. But when Malcolm ended, it seems Muniz's interest in acting did as well.
They pulled me off the job because I was getting too emotionally attached to this subject.
While he's had a few roles in films and TV, Muniz has focused his attention largely on car racing as well as various business ventures like purchasing a store in Scottsdale, Arizona with his wife.
And we have the highest quality, freshest olive oil on the planet and over 50 flavors of balsamic vinegar.
Despite taking fewer acting jobs, Muniz signed on to revisit Malcolm in a mini-series. Number 8. Shirley Temple. It's rare you hear of actors retiring at age 22, but not many child stars have careers as eventful as Shirley Temple.
You're my chocolate sundae. You're my sugar bun.
For a period in the 30s, Temple was arguably the biggest star in Hollywood, child or otherwise.
I wake in the morning early, and always the very first thing, I poke out my head and I sit up in bed and I sing and I sing and I sing.
During the Great Depression, audiences flocked to see heartwarming films starring Temple, such as Baby Take a Bow and Curly Top. But as Temple grew up, her popularity declined.
Everyone was smiling and having lots of fun. I wish that I could be like that when I am 21.
Unable to shake off her child star associations, Temple left acting in 1950. She didn't leave the public eye, however. Temple turned her attention to politics, running for Congress and serving as a United States ambassador to Ghana and Czechoslovakia. Just think, we could have had President Shirley Temple.
Anything you start at age 3 seems very normal. I thought everybody worked. I didn't realize in the Depression that a lot of people weren't.
Number 7. Kal Penn.
I would like very much to spend my remaining days here serving as your assistant. Okay.
Kal Penn is another actor who entered the world of politics, but that's pretty much where the similarities between him and Shirley Temple end.
Why? We don't have time for questions. We need marijuana now, as much of it as possible.
Some of Penn's most notable roles include raunchy comedies like the Harold and Kumar films and Van Wilder, and medical drama House. In 2009, Penn became principal associate editor for the Office of Public Engagement for President Barack Obama's White House. He was also a key part of Obama's bid for re-election.
This is about achieving what our parents set out for. This is about the pursuit of happiness.
Penn has since returned to acting, but he's still passionate about politics. Maybe Harold and Kumar Go to Congress could be next?
Sitting at a desk for, 18 hours a day as opposed to being in your trailer with people bringing you coffee is very different.
Number 6, Mara Wilson. In the 90s, it seemed like Mara Wilson was everywhere.
I want to be in school. I told you I was supposed to start school in September. You wouldn't listen.
While she only made a few movies, the ones she was in left a big impression, especially on younger viewers.
You remind me of Stuart Little, one of the most honorable creatures in all of literature. Do you know that book, Stuart Little?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Wilson shone in Mrs. Doubtfire, Miracle on 34th Street, and in the titular role in Matilda, showing wisdom beyond her age.
Hey, where'd you get those? In a book in the library. I've had them since I was big enough to Xerox.
After the 90s, Wilson stepped away from film work and focused on theatrical productions. She also graduated from New York University and became a writer.
And she was like the first girl character that I was just like, she is so cool, and that is who I want to be. Yeah. And I did get to be her.
Wilson has since appeared on screen as an adult, appearing on shows like Broad City and BoJack Horseman, as well as various web series. But her days of acting in movies seem to be over for good.
No more supervised visits, no more court liaison.
Just us?
Just us.
Number 5, Deborah Winger. Deborah Winger lit up the screen in the 80s, receiving back-to-back Best Actress nominations for An Officer and a Gentleman and Terms of Endearment.
So, you gonna stay mad? I think being uprooted with my kids without my consent is at least worth a pout, don't you?
But in 1995, Winger opted to step away from acting in films for a while. She went 6 years without making a movie, returning in 2001 for a film directed by her husband, Arliss Howard.
I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm trying to be your friend, Zach.
We're gonna be a friend. Get out of here.
Since then, Winger has starred on series like The Ranch and Patriot and appeared in movies like Rachel Getting Married.
Why did you leave me?
I was there. I didn't leave you.
Why would you leave me in charge of him?
Because you were good with him.
Explaining her break from acting in a 2002 interview, Winger said she, quote, wanted out for years. We're glad she put herself first and that she returned to both the big and small screen. Number 4, Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman's acting career had spanned decades and earned him 2 Oscars when he decided to retire, but he still had plenty of on-screen power.
I'm gonna hurt you. Not gentle like before.
The actor made 5 movies in 2001 alone, including an acclaimed role as a patriarch in the Royal Tenenbaums.
Uzi, I'm your granddad.
Hello.
I'm sorry we haven't gotten to know each other. I don't get invited around very much.
But his last on-screen role was in the critically panned comedy Welcome to Mooseport.
What would you think about my being mayor?
Mayor? Really?
It was my idea!
In 2008, Hackman said he was done with acting for good. Since then, Hackman narrated a couple of documentaries and published multiple novels before passing away in 2025. Number 3, Cameron Diaz. Want to talk about lucky breaks? Cameron Diaz's very first film role was in the comedy smash The Mask, and many more hits followed.
I knew I'd found someone special.
The Mask.
Oh. It's the guy inside the mask.
Diaz's girl-next-door charisma and willingness to embarrass herself helped boost comedies like My Best Friend's Wedding, There's Something About Mary, and Charlie's Angels.
Incredible!
Oh my God, I'm having so much fun! This is so exciting!
She's also made successful ventures into dramatic films such as Being John Malkovich, Gangs of New York, and Vanilla Sky.
You're gonna forget about Juliana, and we're gonna be together. I'm not gonna be afraid of you anymore.
After playing Miss Hannigan in the 2014 version of Annie, Diaz went on an acting hiatus. Diaz stayed busy, publishing multiple books on health and starting an organic wine brand. As of 2025, she's back in action on the film front.
You feel better?
A little. I'm definitely gonna need a shower.
Number 2, Daniel Day-Lewis. For a while, whenever Daniel Day-Lewis released a movie, it was like an event.
As the preacher said, I could write shorter sermons, but once I start, I get too lazy to stop.
The 3-time Best Actor winner is famous for his unwavering commitment to his roles, which includes staying in character throughout shooting.
Come on, Christy, everybody has to go to bed.
In films like My Left Foot, There Will Be Blood, and Lincoln, he makes you forget there's anyone but his character on screen.
I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
He's also notoriously selective, going years without releasing any films. After finishing filming fashion drama Phantom Thread in 2017, Day-Lewis announced he was done with acting for good.
Don't do that. Take your hand away,
Still
please.
so ugly.
Barbara, I'm trying to make you a beautiful dress.
He came out of retirement again in 2025 to star in Anemone, which his son Ronan directed.
The isolation. This is it. This is my life.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You'll have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Grace Kelly. Meghan Markle wasn't the first actress to leave the entertainment industry for the royal life.
You can't believe that a woman is crazy out of her mind to live alone in one room by herself.
Listen to me, listen to me.
Why are you holding me? I said you're holding me.
Grace Kelly had a short but fruitful acting career in the 50s. Among her achievements were starring in 3 Alfred Hitchcock thrillers and winning the Academy Award for Best Actress.
How's your leg?
Hurts a little.
And your stomach?
Empty as a football.
Upon marrying Rainier III, Prince of Monaco in 1956, Kelly stopped acting and became Princess of Monaco at age 26.
So that's it. You won't stay here and I can't go with you.
It would be the wrong thing.
As princess, she supported and initiated many noble causes, including ones aimed at helping children around the world. She didn't stray completely from her entertainment roots, as she served on the board at 20th Century Fox.
He said, "How do you like that? She opens her mouth once and gets a golden record, and I've been knocking myself out for 20 years and don't have one."
Kelly sadly died in a driving accident when she was 52, but she'll forever be remembered as an icon of poise, beauty, and grace. Which of these do you want to see stage a major comeback the most? Let us know in the comments.